Alright, this is what we're gonna do first. We're gonna get this oven preheated to 350 degrees. If you want to make this slap your mama box cake, this is what you're gonna need. Not on the exact stream. Cause you don't have to have the same name brand. You really don't have to have name brand nothing. As long as you get the right stuff. Alright, got 3 large eggs. These here are fresh eggs. They're not store-bought. Don't have to have that. And you want them room temperature. When you baking, you always want your eggs and your other stuff room temperature. When you get your eggs room temperature, they spread better. Well, spread is the end concept, but they they cream together better. It's like you get something cold and try to mix it. They want a lump and not, you can understand if you know how to bake something. Same with your butter. You want it room temperature. And you want half stick of butter. And you want 1 package of cream cheese. Now, I really kind of do like for Philadelphia, but any other one will work. You want yourself a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And it's this recipe here, you can look on the back, it calls for 1 cup of water and a half cup of vegetable oil. But I tried to substitute my vegetable oil for health reasons and for taste reasons. I use coconut oil. This here is just like that. It ain't gotta be melted. It's real soft, room temperature. I put that in the place of it, and there's other ways you can this is a level up secret right here now. You can use stuff like for the place of water. You can use like yogurt, stuff like that. It can divvy it up. But like I said, this room temperature stuff and the way I'm gonna do this frosting, you will see that. That's the reason you're gonna slap your mama if you make this cake, so be careful. Alright, as that stove, oven, whatever you wanna call it, coming to temp, you're gonna add your powder. You ain't gotta have a fancy mixer like this. You can use a hand mixer, but this here, it's easier on you. It's easier. You ain't got to do all that standing here, especially when you're ready to make that frosting. When you don't want it whipped real nicely, whipping that butter ain't no joke. Alright. Now, this is something I'm going to do that most wouldn't do. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla to my cake mix. Alright, like I said, you don't have to have a fancy mix like this, and you definitely don't have to have something like this. This here I bought off Amazon, which goes over your bowl. It keep all that dust from flying up out of there. Neat little device. Okay, I was gonna use 1 cup, but nah. Put your 1 cup of water in there, y'all. Put this dude on slow for about a few seconds till the dust settles. As it settles, put it on medium. Alright, what you want to do now? I'm going to add these eggs. And when you crack an egg, don't crack it on the side of the bowl. Crack it on a flat surface. You get less pieces to break off. lubricosity you got. It don't make no sense, but you understand. Lubricosity. I always go over on stuff like this when I put it in this cup because I know I'm not going to get it all out and I be wanting my amount out of there. Then I showed you on another video, I think it was cookies or something, I think, that another device I like to use to get my batter out. Let that go for about 2 minutes on medium. We'll be back. And another thing, y'all, I didn't use the scraper on this cake. Now certain ones, especially if I make them from scratch, I have to use this to wipe the side of the bowl down because the thickness. But with this certain beater right here, these they come with this one. But this one here got a scraper on each side, which is called a bowl scraper. So it goes down and scrape the bowl down for you. Yeah, it's fancy. Yeah, you understand one day. You get to cooking with this type stuff, you won't want this type stuff. I'm that way when I'm handymanning around. That's that oven up the temp, y'all. But when I'm handymanning around here, I don't be wanting to use hand tools. I be wanting to use electric tools. Quicker, easier. Just get everything together right here. Alright. This baker's joy, it's a baker's joy, y'all. You want to coat your little whatever you're using down with it. Now if you use one of these, people say you ain't got to use it, but I use something on everything. Less fighting when it comes time to getting it out. Now y'all, this baker's joy, it has flour in it. This is what I was talking about, the scraper. Soft right there, hard. Alright, stay right there for a second. Let's do it out of the way. And the thing I'm gonna do with it, people say, well, why don't you just use your spatula to pull it out with it? It ain't the same. If it was the same, I wouldn't have got it, y'all. Why not use one tool? As you can see, I'm scraping this bowl to death. That's what I'm gonna show you. Cause you want all your batter out. If you don't get all your batter out, your cake gonna be small. You'll wonder why you got a little miniature cake. Alright, y'all saw me scrape that bowl to death, right? This was left in it. This dude right here is contoured to where it touches the surfaces all the way around. Now I can get more out of there, but yeah. Alright, we're gonna gonna put it in this 350-degree oven for 33, 36 minutes, but I'm gonna set my timer to 30 so I can come check on it. Echo, set me a timer for 30 minutes.
You can also name timers to help with multitasking in the kitchen. Just ask me to set a pasta timer for 10 minutes.
One ingredient I forgot to tell y'all about. You gotta have your powdered sugar, like a cup full. It's confectioner sugar, powdered sugar, baker's sugar, whatever you want to call it, but you gotta have this. Forgot about it. It's for the frosting, y'all. Let's get on this frosting. First, you want to start with your butter. Don't say, oh, it can go in any order. No, first start with your butter. This soft butter, you want to cream it. You want to beat it till it's nice, creamy, and smooth. Gonna give you that good consistency of your frosting, and also it'll lighten the butter up after you done beat it for a while. It'll lighten it up so your frosting won't change too much of color. And there's no eggs in here. The eggs are in the cake itself. Like I said, your cooking time will come down when you put your warm room temperature eggs in, because it's smoothed out. Everything comes smooth with the room temperature, everything. So make your room temperature everything. Now let's cream this butter. Cream it. Alright, y'all. I don't know if you can see the color of that. Let me put you in that in. Ooh, put you in that in. As you can see, it done kind of fluffed and it done lightened up. It's almost the same color as the cream cheese. 5 minutes, y'all. You want to let this beat for about 5 minutes. Get everything back in the bowl. Gonna scrape the sides of your walls down, get everything back in the bowl. Go ahead, add that cream right there. Get on in now, start nothing. Gonna beat it up. Wow. You wanna get that to where it's all mixed together. It don't take long for that because we got a little more to do. Alright. Bring everything back together again. Like I said, this little step here ain't gonna take that long because all we trying to do is just incorporate them two together. Like I said, we got way more beating to do. Alright. So, one more hit. Tablespoon. About a cup of this. And two, y'all, it depends on how you want it, the thickness or whatever. You can start with like a tablespoon of milk. If it's like when you get through adding all this together. If you want a tablespoon of milk to kind of like thin it down some, you can. Now y'all, this stuff is quite messy. It's messier than the flour itself. I just do that first. I don't know if the camera's picking up the smoke coming out of there, which is that confectioners. Once it gets incorporated, put that on medium. Let it mix up to a smooth and all mixed together. And if it's the right consistency that you want, you don't have to add no milk or anything else. Now this ain't needed anymore. Now I'm gonna scrape the sides down and we'll call it. See what, if you can see this, I bet you can't. Go up that way. See, this is that unmixed stuff and that's mixed. So that's why we got to get all this stuff scraped down. You still got a little powder and everything right here. All this frosting, you be want to eat it before it's even ready. Then you'll go in there and slap your mama, you know what I mean? I think you'll give her a pre-slap. I'm not condoning you to do nothing like that, but it is what it is, y'all. Check this out. We're gonna go ahead and boost this. Surprise. English toffee pieces. Put a few of them in there. And we're gonna also sprinkle some of this on top of the cake. Pretty much for the crunchiness of it and all. How much am I putting in there? Yeah, to my heart's desire. Cause it's gonna actually melt in, y'all. After a while, it's gonna melt down. It's not gonna be crunchy. That's why you're gonna put some on top. That's what you end up with. Now, I advise you don't taste this yet, because I mean the pre-slap was good enough. You have to go get your daddy some. This is these pieces have leveled up this frosting, and your daddy might not take it from you. So don't taste no more of this. Wait till the end of the day till you get the cake ready, and then you can go back and go and get that slap in, get it out of the way, y'all. Let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm just gonna wipe it down a little bit. Not wipe it down, but scrape it on down and get ready to get this cake out the oven. Alright, y'all. You take a toothpick. I like taking these skewer sticks. And you want to stick it in the middle of the cake and pull it out. If it comes out dry, cake ready. If it come out with some wetness on it, that cake ain't ready. Alright. Let's transport the patient to his room. Joy. I ain't even getting paid for that, but I recommend it. Better than Pam and any other stuff. We're gonna let this cool down all the way before we put the frosting on. You put the frosting on too soon, it's gonna melt down the side, be ugly, and the cake be nasty.